Hello and welcome, RCSchim in the hangar. Today we will take a look at the OnePlus 12, the phone that I've been using now for a month. So as most of you probably, I researched online what are the options. I love using Android phones. I was looking for Samsungs, but they are kinda expensive. One of the main reasons for me to get a new phone was also a camera upgrade. So that's where this Hasselblad logo caught my attention. Is there really nothing bad to tell about it? I got it via G-Shopper and they sponsored like a third, and you can buy it at G-Shopper with the affiliate links. And with affiliate marketing, it's always, I have to be so careful not to sound like a shill if I show you a product and only have positives about to say. A lot of guys complained about the curved surface. Matter of taste, I like it. I'm used to it from the Galaxy S10, so you only have 5 years of guaranteed Android updates with this. But that sounds like plenty for me, so these are the downsides, really. There are so many pros, you will see. Also in my video description I have the full specs and everything, so I will not go into too much detail. I will just highlight the things that really blew me away when using this phone. It's actually gotten even cheaper than I thought. If I researched this in Austria, I would pay 840 euros. On G-Shopper I found that they have a $100 coupon. So this one here is $730. It comes from Hong Kong, yes. It's some weird shit going on there. They tell you that they have to open it and like unlock it, but I didn't find any negatives about that. Shipping was 1 or 2 weeks, I don't remember. Was not super fast, but also no problem. I got 2 things from them, one scooter and this phone, and it worked. They also have a webpage stating that in the EU you don't have to pay any additional customs like in the past. Importing stuff from China was always kind of a lottery game. Sometimes you had customs, sometimes not. There was no customs. You can get the 256 gigabytes storage version for $639, which rivals the flagships. Amazing. 700 then for the 512 gigabytes version and 730, only $30 more for the 1 terabyte version, and the terabyte version is not even available in Europe, so I definitely recommend going with the top 1 terabyte version because you cannot upgrade. There's no storage card that you can add, but also like those internal storages, they are so damn fast. Copying files from to internal storage, I get to 650 megabytes per second transfer speed, and you also get quite fast speeds if you transfer files from the phone to your PC or from the PC to your phone. Shall we go through the specs quickly together? It's not really small. Let's compare it to the Galaxy S10. Back pocket test. This is the Galaxy S10. This is the OnePlus. About the form factor, I would still love the Galaxy S10, but you get used to it. I never put this in my trousers back pocket and sit in the car or something like this. I always put it on the dashboard. So let's take a quick moment to acknowledge how nice this looks. Although I never use it without the cover, so tell me who else puts some extra old school pre-war money cash in the cover for emergencies. It's more than 1 centimeter high, a bit wider, thicker, especially with the camera bulge. 225 grams. It has a Snapdragon 8 Generation 3, which is the top class CPU in it. The 1 terabyte version that I have here has 16 gigabytes of RAM, 6.82 inches of diagonal, 17.3 centimeters of diagonal, because one of you requested metric units. It's ultra bright. I have a brightness test outside that I can show now. So all of those phones are set to max brightness, but here you see how much brighter the OnePlus 12 really is in this shady situation. This is the Galaxy S10, AccuBattery C38, OnePlus 12. So from my eyes I can read something here on the S10, but it's not great. It's dark mode, but it's challenging conditions here. I can barely see something on the AccuBattery. Not bright enough, okay-ish, quite well. The battery is 5400 milliamps, plenty, and it's recharged very, very fast. 15 minutes you can get 50% juice in it. And the cameras are great. The front-facing camera not so much. It's a 32 megapixel cam, 21mm f2.4 with a tiny sensor, of course. Yeah, that's just for selfies. On the back we have the ultra wide, which is 48 megapixels and 14 millimeters, f2.2. It's a Sony IMX581. The wide lens is 50 megapixels and 23 millimeters, f1.6, very light sensitive. The tail lens is a 3 times tele, 64 megapixels, 70 millimeters, or with in-sensor digital zoom 140 millimeter. That's a lot of reach for the lens on your phone. 140 mil. It's cool to film planes. Take a photo of the moon, which is then AI faked. And they have this cooperation with Hasselblad, tried to tune their lenses so it has a certain look like the Hasselblad lenses. Might be a marketing gag, but to me the photos look really nice, and I can show you some examples of the photos now. So this is one of my favorite shots against the sun. Flowers, and you can get a lot of details on those flowers. Also, this is a high-res photo where you can punch in a lot. Just the park. And this is a comparison between the normal ProRes and the high-res shot, where we can punch in to 100% now, and you see more detail. Long exposure shot automatically. None of those photos are really edited, just zoomed in. Some really nice evening against the sun shots. This is the 3 time with high-res mode. Oh, lovely dog. I would maybe add a little contrast here. Bird life. That's a fun angle. And these are the types of pickups that we have in Europe. Yeah, and some really, really nice evening sky. If you want to tame down the saturation, use the high-res mode. And night mode performs quite nice as well, as you see here. Slow motion also works on that 3 times lens. And often with using slow-mo on phones, you just have the main camera and you are not close enough to the subject. If you want to film wildlife in slow-mo, good luck. With 3 times tele, very, very nice. For slow motion, I would stick with 240 frames though, to have 1080p at least. The 480 frames super slow motion is only 720p, which is kind of outdated. If you take normal pictures, not the high-res ones, you get Pro XDR, which is an HDR function, which looks extra cool directly on HDR displays, like the phone itself. But it also looks good on your normal laptop or computer screen. The video stabilization is really good. It's 4K 60, what more can I ask of a phone? It makes 8K 24 frames. I don't need 8K, but it has it. The zoom range is nice. It's not an extreme zoom like on those periscope tele lenses that are in some of the flagship phones. A good quality 3 times zoom is better than a shitty quality 10 times. Sound quality of the speakers is really good as well. And then the next point is the screen. The screen is ultra bright, and look at those colors. I love it. Touch screen even works if it got wet in the rain. That's something that not a lot of phones can do. And like most of the newer phones, it has this high refresh rate, which makes everything look very snappy. It tries to automatically detect when to use high refresh rate, because this of course needs more battery. Which leads me to the next thing, the battery life. It's amazing. I consistently get 3 days good usage on this phone, and I even stopped charging it at 80%. So there's this thing, if you always charge your phone to 100%, the battery will age faster. AccuBattery Pro, which is a really nice app, it tells you the apps that draw a lot of power, how well did it charge, how fast did it charge, and how's your battery life in general. If you use their 100 watt charger, it really charges fast, which I'm not sure if I always want to fast charge it, because slower charging is always better for batteries. But yeah, if you need your phone like in 20 minutes for a full day, you can quick charge it and have a lot of battery. There is a dedicated slider, ring, vibrate or mute. Since I can use the USB-C port to connect to a laptop docking station, where I then hook up mouse and keyboard and screen. Let's test the gaming mode and see if this can be a gaming PC replacement. It's possible. I play PUBG Mobile here, mouse and keyboard on my widescreen headphones. The shitty thing is just the user interface of PUBG Mobile is not designed for mouse and keyboard. You can like run around, you cannot shoot other than hitting this thing here. Performance though, I mean the graphics look shitty. If we could increase the graphics, but it's amazing that it works. It gets barely warm. Don't think it has problems with it. Graphics actually look nice on the phone's screen versus the large screen. But yeah, I cannot believe we won this. I mean, I have found a team of a few talented kids, probably. I really gotta admit that Samsung DeX, even on the old Galaxy S10, looks like it's kinda implemented better than on the OnePlus. Could actually replace a working desktop. So with Office and browsing the web and so forth. This is what it looks if the OnePlus is connected via the same docking station. Screen mirrors. Can still use the mouse here. Admittedly, it works a bit better on Samsung's DeX implementation. When this is connected to the docking station, it runs in like 30 or maximum 60 Hertz. It feels sluggish. I think it's more 50 or 30 Hertz. Normal, again, it is fluid as it should be. Sorry, I didn't find any negatives on it. And yeah, I can only recommend this phone if you're an Android user. If you love to stick with your iPhones, what are you doing here? If you always had Samsung phones, pay the extra and get like 5 to 10% more camera quality maybe. Battery life, I don't think so. Performance, I also don't think so, because they have the same Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in it, right? For me, there were no reasons to stick with Samsung. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you liked the type of review. Lately, my reviews were kind of plummeting on the view count, so that could also be a signal that I should focus on my main knowledge, which is drones. But yeah, I get bored if I do the same shit every day, so I review tech stuff. Like, this is something that I bought with my own money. No review item, but maybe I will also do a review about the Xiaomi Tab 6S Pro that I got recently. Those Chinese things, they are really big battery, really big screen. I don't see me buying an iPad Pro 12-inch for double the price of this. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.